Mother-in-law is coming in seriously less than 72 hours. Our guest room is fine. Here, let me show it to you. Guest room, it kind of has all of our old stuff in it, like those lamps we got when we were first married 10 years ago. I have this idea to try and do a refresh in here for under $50. See that I can spend $50 of my own money and then I can use anything that I have in my house. We can do better. We're starting with upcycling these lamps. I do not have the budget to afford new ones. So I'm going to tape them off, prime them, and then the plan is to paint the bottom part matte black and the middle part I'll paint with like this stone spray paint that was $12. So that's already kind of a lot of my budget. And then the other thing that I got done today was drawing the outline around the headboard. I'm going to do like, you know, those like squiggle mirrors. Here, I'll put a picture. I'm doing that, but instead of doing it as a mirror, I'm going to do it around the headboard and hope that it's kind of cute. This emerald green headboard is not working for me. So I also ordered a curtain panel off Amazon that was $28 because that was way cheaper than getting yard of fabric by the foot. And I'm going to try and cover this headboard. So I'm going to start painting. So here is the squiggle mark that I drew yesterday. I am just painting it with a color of paint that I already had on hand. So it is free. Yay. I think it looks kind of good and maybe a little bit like a gingerbread house. Then I went in for the second coat of spray paint on the lamps. I think I just ruined the lamps. Oatmeal. I've never used this spray paint before and I don't know if I did it wrong or what, but I'm just going to let it dry and figure it out later. So I went in to go ahead and steam the curtain that I'm going to be using to cover the headboard with. I wanted to be able to pull it super tight. So then I got my staple gun, which I've actually never used before. It was really easy. I just pulled the fabric tight and stapled it. Then I ran out of staples, so I didn't get a chance to finish and that was super annoying. So I'm going to go to Home Depot and get more. It's day 3 of transforming my guest room for only $50 before my mother-in-law gets here. Good news is I found more staples and didn't have to spend any money on them. I finished reupholstering the headboard and I know a lot of you are mad at me for covering up this green velvet, but I think it's working so much better now.
Actually worked so well. Looks so good.
Now let's address the bedding. I decided to bring up a rust colored duvet that I had originally used in my bedroom downstairs. I think it works well in here. And I wanted to add some artwork to the walls. I already had extra frames, but I didn't have a lot of art, but I remembered I had this old calendar with beautiful pictures. So I decided to cut this up and put this in the frames so that I could hang them on the wall. We are getting so close to the end. I still haven't figured out what the frick to do with the lamp. So hopefully I can get everything done by the time she comes tomorrow. Plus I still have $10 left. Day 4 and we are finishing this guest room today. I decided to give up on those lamps that I've been spray painting. So I headed to the thrift store. I thought these lamps were kind of cute, but I went with this one. It had a broken foot. So I had to make one out of clay, but luckily that totally worked. I decided for the painting, I wanted to do the baking soda technique. So it had a little bit of like a plaster stone look. The lamp ended up being $10.01. So technically I'm over, but I figure you won't get on my case about 1 penny. I added the foot, I glued it on, I painted it, and then it was time to get everything else ready. I went upstairs, made the bed, got the pictures hung, and did all of the final styling. Unfortunately, my mother-in-law's flight was canceled, so she's not here for the reveal, but I am so excited to show you guys. As a reminder, here's what it looked like on Friday, and here is what it looks like today. I am so freaking happy with how it turned out. Yes, everyone is telling me the headboard looks like ravioli, but I love it. It fits with the aesthetic of my house, and for only $50, this is such a huge upgrade. I think it just goes to show that with a little bit of budget and shopping your own house, you can do a lot. What do you think? Here is her reaction.
Wow, it's freaking amazing! Wow, it looks amazing!